After a Trump administration slip-up led to leaked U.S. attack plans on Yemen, the U.S. launched drone strikes on Yemen on Tuesday, raising the Yemenis' death toll to 53 from American attacks just this month. This happened after Yemen targeted U.S. warships and Israeli sites. Yemen is the poorest nation on the planet. They currently face one of the worst humanitarian crises due to the attacks from the Saudi-led coalition, a group funded by U.S. and UK weapons, including economic collapse and famine. Over 80% of its population currently relies on humanitarian aid, and millions suffer from malnutrition and lack of basic services. The Saudi-led coalition has a long history of attacking Yemen, dating back to the Bush administration. Every U.S. president that has followed has continued to arm the Saudi-led coalition, including Barack Obama, Joe Biden, and Donald Trump. One of the most notable stories to come out of the war in Yemen that reached international news was when a bus filled with children was targeted. The bus that was destroyed by an airstrike in Yemen killed 40 children and was targeted by the Saudi-led coalition. On August 9, 2018, the airstrike hit a military school bus in Dahian Sarab province, an area in northern Yemen with no military sites nearby. The bomb used in the attack was later identified as a US-supplied Mk-82 precision-guided bomb manufactured by Lockheed Martin. The strike was widely condemned by international organizations, including the United Nations and human rights groups, as a war crime. But despite calls for accountability, US arms sales to Saudi Arabia and the United Arab Emirates continued after the incident. Weapon sales and deliveries from the US to Saudi Arabia reached $170 billion, with information available up until 2017. The UN has estimated that the Saudi-led coalition has killed 377,000 people by the end of 2021 through direct and indirect causes. Over 150,000 of these deaths were the direct result of the armed conflict, but far more have died due to hunger and disease as a result of the humanitarian aid crisis caused by the war. Air raids have frequently targeted civilian gatherings such as weddings and busy marketplaces where there was no military target nearby, often with extremely deadly consequences. Many of these air raids are clear violations of international humanitarian law. Despite global condemnation, foreign arms sales continue to fuel Yemen's devastation. Millions face starvation and airstrikes target civilians, yet US and UK support for the Saudi-led coalition remains. The war rages on, with Trump's administration just this month launching strikes that resulted in multiple civilian casualties, where 53 people were killed, including women and children, and nearly 100 people were wounded.